It's no secret that Austin's population continues to grow, and South Congress Avenue is growing right along with it. KVUE's Milia Masamoto talked to some locals about how they feel about all the changes.
Walking down South Congress Avenue in 2024 looks a little different than it did in 2004.
It's a little more hokey and intimate and kind of small townish.
George Vance McGee is an Austinite and self-proclaimed unicorn.
Born here in 1981, they call us unicorns now, just because there's so many transplants and new people and tourists all the time.
And with over 40 years of living here, McGee has seen quite a few changes. One of those being SoCo, with all the luxury brands starting to call this Austin street its home. One of the latest additions, a pop-up shop for the French luxury brand worn by British royalty called Cezanne. But even though some big names are moving in, locals are holding their ground just down the street.
The pain of being in this store is wanting to buy everything.
Letterpress Play moved to this house in 2019 and first started catering to all the tourists that walk down SoCo. But now they're taking a different approach, focusing on locals.
This whole street is so Austin culture and Austin tourist. It was just a perfect destination to start out.
Grace Lee, the assistant manager, also went to UT and has observed the evolution of Austin's growth over the last several years.
You just get to meet so many new people with different backgrounds and stories now, even on a weekend that isn't South by.
One of the first things she loved about the 512 is how people embrace what makes them unique. So while she welcomes new change and a chance to connect with more people, she still thinks there's a way to preserve Austin's culture.
If people start thinking, I'm just going to move out because it seems like the city's not my city anymore, that's when things start to break down. Because as long as everyone is wanting to preserve a level of the culture, then it will be.
A sentiment shared by new and long-term Austinites alike.
Austin is still its hippie core, 70s, 60s, self. And as long as the independent businesses and the live music venues can keep afloat, and prices don't get too gnarly, then, change is welcome.
Keeping local businesses in Austin so the city can keep staying weird. In Austin, Milia Masamoto, KVUE News.